Hi guys, welcome back to the FPL Duo. We're back with another stream today, and this won't be a long stream, but we thought we'd pop on for a quick stream to discuss FPL Game Week 7 being postponed. I'm sure you guys have already heard, Game Week 7 isn't going ahead, but we thought we'd do a video talking about the ramifications for our team and what this means for the footballing landscape in general and what we can expect, because obviously there are a few news that has dropped today, so we will be talking about that. But yeah, we are an FPL channel, so we thought we'd make the FPL content regardless. So yeah, we are going to keep it FPL, so please be respectful as well in the chat, guys. And yeah, we are gonna bring up what's happened. So obviously, this morning, as you guys may know, the Premier League did tweet out. They put out a statement. So as a statement, I'll just read it for you guys very quickly. The Premier League did say, at a meeting this morning, Premier League clubs paid tribute to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth to honor her extraordinary life and contribution to the nation. And as a mark of respect, this weekend's Premier League round will be postponed, including Monday's evening games. Further updates regarding Premier League fixtures during the period of mourning will be provided in due course. So, of course, Game Week 7 we know is completely postponed. So yeah, we will talk about what that means for us regarding FPL and also going forward. And also, if you haven't seen, guys, FPL did tweet out as well, the official FPL account, saying this weekend's Premier League match round is postponed as a mark of respect to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. Game Week 7 will roll over now with no points scored. And this is the bit where we thought the reason why we do the stream, to mainly talk about there are some changes to the game which we've never seen before. So we thought we'd discuss that with certain people that maybe don't know what it means, or, because it is something new that we've not seen FPL do before. So FPL have come out and said basically triple captain, bench boost, and free hit chips activated for Game Week 7 will be reinstated. So what that essentially means is if you've played, your chips, you will get them back. So, that's a good news, I guess. FPL didn't do that before. So I think for people that went early, it's good news. So FPL have seen that, obviously the postponement was unexpected. So they will be reinstating all your chips for Game Week 7. So if you did play a triple captain, for example, or a bench boost, you're going to get it back in Game Week 8. So that's a good thing. Also, wildcards will roll into the next game week. So if you did click the wildcard button, not to worry, you will get it back as well in Game Week 8. If that goes ahead, that is also another slight doubt whether Game Week 8 will go ahead. At the moment, there is no confirmation whether Game Week 8 will go ahead. But let's say, we're not sure, basically. So at the moment, as it stands, people are assuming Game Week 8 will also be affected. I wouldn't be surprised if Game Week 8 also got called off, but Game Week 8 also has some Friday fixtures, and those Friday fixtures, there is a slight chance it could be a blank game week, and those games could be played because, as far as I'm aware, Arsenal's game, I think, against Rapid Vienna on Thursday is going ahead. So I don't see why those Friday games can't happen. And then with the weekend games, I think are a slight risk. So we will come on to Game Week 8. But as we know, if you did play any of the chips, you will get it back. Also, in the statement, I'll just quickly go through with all of that is regarding what the Premier League mentioned. It says, for managers who took a points hit for additional transfers, their scores will reflect the points they lost. So essentially, if you took a -4 or a -8, whatever you took, that will reflect in your score. So you will score -8. So your total points will decrease by -8. You're not going to, the hits will still go through. So if you took a -4, unfortunately, obviously, that's still going to reflect in your score. So that hasn't changed. And in head-to-head leagues matches, if neither manager made transfers incurring points deductions that game week, then the matches will be drawn and managers will earn 1 point each. So nothing new. Also, postponed fixtures will be allocated to another date. Points scored in these fixtures will apply to the game week in which the fixtures are played and not to game week 7. So basically, there will be another whole new rescheduling of the fixtures, and we are going to get 20 teams having another double game week. So there is going to be another massive double game week to come. So do hold on to your bench boost if you have it already, I should say. And also, these are exceptional circumstances, as we know, and we appreciate. They say we appreciate the understanding of FPL managers while the situation evolves. So yeah, that's where we are at the moment regarding FPL. Um, you know, exceptional circumstances, game weeks postponed, and yeah, there's game week 8 is also a doubt because we know potentially the funeral could, the policing as well. So we've got to, look at that as well. So if the game weeks do get called off, I am going to also bring up the fixtures because talk about what I was mentioning regarding game week 8. So got a few comments coming in as well from Savesh. Keep it up, bro. Welcome to the stream, mate. TH11 says, do I get another free transfer next week? Regarding this one, you will get another free transfer if you have, if you have one free transfer right now. I will recommend you hold it and roll because you'd want 2 free transfers for game week 8. But the way FPL are doing it, they're just gonna carry on. The deadline, there is going to be a deadline stream, tomorrow at 11 a.m. So after that's over, you're going to get another transfer. So yeah, you will get another free transfer as long as you have, one free transfer. You'll have 2 for game week 8 if it goes ahead. Now, as Vicky has put in the chat as well, game week 8 might be postponed. I heard. Yeah, this is very, very much possible regarding game week 8. But I wanted to quickly bring up the fixtures as well for game week 8, just to see just to show you guys. Sorry, what I was on about. Do bear with me for a sec while I do bring that up. Okay, I'm just gonna unshare my screen with you guys. Stop screen. And then, yeah, I'm going to bring up the fixtures. So as you guys can see on my screen right now, there is no game week 7 fixtures. And then game week 8, these are the fixtures. Now, this is where it gets a bit interesting because for people that have been keeping up, obviously, there are 2 Friday games. And there are people saying, there is no reason why these 2 games can't be played. And they're also, I've seen people say the London games, Spurs play Leicester in London, Brentford play Arsenal in London, and Chelsea play Liverpool in London. So those 3 games could be at risk, due to, policing, and because there would be a shortage of policing potentially. Maybe those games are at risk of being called off. So we've got to also take that into account, guys. This game week will probably be, I mean, I'm just guessing, so I can't say one way or another. But my guess would be we might get a chance where Aston Villa, Southampton, or Nottingham Forest and Fulham go ahead, but then maybe the other games on Saturday and Sunday don't go ahead. So we've got to keep an eye on that. But you can expect game week 8 to also be some sort of postponements in there, and then game week 9 is probably when we get it back to normal schedule. But that is where we're at the moment. So we thought we'd put this video out mainly because of the chips, and I saw people asking me, if I have 2 free transfers, do I make a transfer? Or if I have 1 free transfer, what do I do? I had a few questions regarding that. So I thought we'd kind of clarify it a bit on what is happening and where we're at. But as of now, if you are planning on wildcarding, I would just wait. Personally, I think you just wait and then see what happens, because there's too much uncertainty for me to play something like that. And I think you would just better off just waiting and FPL or Premier League basically putting out a statement telling us what's going to happen with game week 8. But I'll let you take a few of the comments, Jordan, because obviously you've been just hearing me chat for what 10 minutes now.
That's all good. We have a comment from TH11 who says, what do you mean by double game week? Does bench boost work for both games?
Sorry, do you want me to take this?
Yeah.
Basically, if you bench boosted this week, obviously there is no games this week, so you'll get your bench boost back. So essentially, if you played your chips, you'll be refunded those next week. Essentially, so any chips played, you get it back next week. So it's good for people that went early. Maybe you wanted to, triple captain and you decided to play it early, and now you're worried that the games are off. Not to worry, you'll get it back.
Kawanda says, if the burial is Sunday, the 18th of September, I think Sunday's game will be postponed, so Friday and Saturday games go through due to the busy fixtures scheduled this year.
I'm not 100% sure on exact dates at the moment. But we can't. I mean, obviously, unless it's been confirmed, I'm not sure on that. But we can expect game week 8 to have some sort of postponement in there. I don't think every single game will be played. I might be wrong, but it looks like that's the way it's going to go. Also, we do know that there is an international break as well after that, so potentially there will be no Premier League football until October. So there's still a long way to go, but maybe 3 weeks. So let's see what does happen. Yeah, that's what I was actually talking about. Midnight also in the chat. He says game week 8 doesn't look promising, especially those in London. Like you said, yeah, those London fixtures could be postponed again, which would mean more double game weeks later down the line, because obviously there is a World Cup year, as we know, and it is very, very tight as it is anyway. Now with these postponements, it's made the schedule even more tight. So it's going to be interesting to see where the Premier League fit all these fixtures in as well. So that's another thing that we will probably come on to second part of the season. And also regarding all these game week 7 fixtures, every single game week 7 fixture is postponed. We're gonna have to play these games probably after the World Cup, because I think before the World Cup there's no chance. So it's gonna have to be postponed after the World Cup. So there is going to be another big double game week. So if you want to keep bench boost, etc., for that, I'd recommend that as well. So yeah, just thought we'd touch on that. If anyone has any questions as well regarding anything else, do drop it in below, and we'll try our best to answer it. Obviously, we're not 100% sure on every single thing that's going on right now, because obviously there's a lot still up in the air. So yeah. TH11 also says, but what I'm saying, there's 2 games in a week, but does the bench boost work for just 1 or 2 of the players' games?
Yeah, because it's like a triple captain chip. Say they play 2 fixtures in the week, it will still apply to that second fixture in that double game week.
Oh, okay. I maybe read his question wrong earlier. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot. My bad on this one. I didn't understand what he meant. So yeah, assuming it's a double game week and you play your bench boost, yes, you will have the bench boost for both the game weeks. So both the games. So yeah, essentially, I think that's what you wanted to know. So yeah, that's why a lot of managers, we do save our chips, bench boost when a team plays 2 games, so we get double the chance for points. So yeah, hope that answers your question. You do get to use the chip for both the games. That's why I save everything for a double game week if you can. And hope that's answered your question, TH. But yeah, guys, please do drop a like on the stream as well, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're not going to be on the stream for too long, because obviously there's not as much to discuss, but we thought we'd come out with a video anyway, just to talk about really how the fixtures and where the landscape is at the moment with FPL. But yeah.
And obviously the deadline stream for tomorrow is no longer happening either due to the circumstances.
Yeah, there will be no more. Obviously, we probably won't have any videos till at least game week 9 maybe, but we'll see. Obviously, we're waiting on probably the Premier League releasing any information regarding game week 8, and we'll probably take it from there. But we thought we'd put something out, just because there is like a chip change rule, because obviously a lot of people weren't sure if they did wildcard and stuff like that, do they get it back due to what's happened? So yeah, you guys do. So Great Michael's also in the chat. Shout out to him. He says, "What would you do if you were planning a game week 8 wildcard?" Um, if you were planning a game week 8 wildcard, I don't think much changes. You just wait, let this game week finish, and then you wait until game week 8. You wait and see if any fixtures actually happen in game week 8, and if it does, um, then you make your decision from there. So a lot will depend when those fixtures happen in game week 8, I'd say. So if they don't, you just wildcard the week after. Because obviously, I was originally planning a game week 9 wildcard, but if we hear any fixtures that maybe half these games in in game week 8 go ahead, if that's the case, I will probably do another video talking about a wild card for game week 8 if there's games going ahead. If there's not games going ahead, we will discuss that. But for now, I think you just wait and just literally keep your powder dry. Don't do anything. And yeah. Lucat is also in the chat. Shout out to him. He says, if you have 2 free transfers, do you have to use one before the deadline tomorrow? Yes, I would strongly recommend that you use one of your transfers if you do have 2 free transfers, because your transfer will get burned. So in game week 8, you'll also have 2 free transfers. So you should use one this week. So for game week 8, you also get 2 back. So I definitely hold on to one and use one.
Because even though the games are not going forward, you sort of still have to act like as if the games were going forward, which in terms of your transfers. So nothing really changes for doing your transfers. It's just a matter of there will be no matches for players in that game week.
Yeah, just bring in someone that looks good from game week 8 or game week 9 and just really go from there, really. TH11 says, are you planning on selling your Brighton assets if game week 8 goes ahead? Obviously, this is another whole new kind of information we received as well, because a few days ago, if you guys are aware, it was confirmed Brighton had a blank game week in game week 8 against Crystal Palace due to rail strikes. That has now been confirmed pretty much that the rail strikes won't go ahead out of respect for Her Majesty. So that might be put back on. So we don't know yet. So that's another thing that's a bit up in the air. Brighton and Crystal Palace could potentially go ahead now in game week 8, but we're not sure. If it does go ahead, then you just probably keep some of them. But if not, because I know Jordan, yours on a triple up, so maybe you don't need all of them.
Yeah, that is correct. I do have triple Brighton. So depending on what happens close to the time when we know for sure what happens in game week 8, for now it's just we wait and see what happens.
Yeah, we will have a video regarding wild cards when the time is right. If we're like, maybe Monday, Tuesday we hear something, and we'll probably put something out regarding that. But at the moment, as we said, guys, if you the way I'll say, if you do have 2 free transfers, make sure you use one of them. If you have 1 free transfer, then I will just roll the 1 free transfer. If you are planning on wildcarding, I will probably hold on now. If you already played the wildcard button, then maybe look to bring in players for game week 9, because game week 8 looks like it might not go ahead. So do bear that in mind, guys. And yeah, we're not going to put this stream up for too long, because obviously it was just mainly a quick one just to speak about the postponements and what it means for FPL. And yeah, if anyone's got any more questions in there regarding their team or anything they're confused about or anything like that, do drop it and we'll try our best to answer it. And yeah, for us, we probably won't put a video out for until we hear something clarifying on game week 8 for either way. So yeah. And yeah, we'll probably wrap it up soon. Would you say, Jordan? Anything else you want to add? Or
no, that's pretty much it. I've got nothing else to add on to that. I think all has been said for the moment in terms of a situation.
Yep. And yeah, guys, hope that has clarified what is happening with the chips, if you use them, etc., or what to do if you have 2 free transfers, you have 1 free transfer, and hopefully that has helped you guys out in your decision making. And yeah, we will be probably back again whenever the situation is more clear. But for now, we are probably going to wrap it up. It's just been a quick video to talk about the postponements and what it means. And yeah, that's it from us. That's it from the FPL duo. If you have just joined, please don't forget, guys, to drop a like on the video if you can, and also subscribe to our channel if you are new around here. And yeah, see you guys whenever our next video is, and we'll put a tweet out. And we should say thank you to everyone, and yeah, take care, and then have a good one, guys.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Take care.
Peace.